Hello, collective. Welcome to another music channeling. Let's dive into your message. You go to song is Naughty Girl by Beyonce. Okay, I've done messages with this song before. I will link it down in the description, or I will say this: the latest one will be in the video of this, like a link, and the rest of them will be in the description. Okay. So long story short, you got a feminine hair. I mean, if you're gonna base it on the lyrics, you got your feminine hair feeling very frisky. They feel very unhinged for you. Okay, you could be this feminine that feels very unhinged for your person. It's giving you're in the, I think, luteal phase. You could be very fertile for the individual, for your person, or they're very fertile for you. Okay. Again, based on the lyrics, you guys could have met in a club. You guys like to go out a lot, dancing, a lot of outdoors activities. I'm getting the energy of like how you and this person met. It's not giving dating. It's in terms of like we met through a dating app. Okay, I feel like you kind of just met in the spur of the moment, and you clicked it up. You made it work. Okay, there is a vibe. There is a click. And I feel like the more time they spend with you, the more unhinged and essential way they feel for you, or you feel for this person. Okay, if you're a feminine here. Now, that's the overall message. Okay, but we're gonna do like a masculine versus feminine breakdown. Okay. I also want to mention that I got this song on the, on the 8th, okay, of April. So we're going to see overall changes for everyone involved, okay? Somebody's name could be common, or something about something that is common. Right? Maybe you guys are familiar with each other. You go to a very familiar place, common place. Maybe you are not, high maintenance, or maybe they're not high maintenance. I think common is, if it's like based on the artist, I think he's a Cancer. Let me look it up. You guys know I channel on the go here, so common. Or something is not common, so hold up. 13 March. When is that? No, he's a Pisces. It's not a Cancer, but water sign, okay? That could be relevant. Common opposite. So the usual for common is rare, unusual, refined, noble. So maybe you're not I'm gonna look at it at this, that how you guys met wasn't it was planned, okay? Like it's not by coincidence. So I feel like you could have like inadvertently put yourself in places where your person is, or vice versa, before you even no, somebody had an intention on like, I had my eyes set on you, or you had their eyes set on them, so you made yourself known in some way or form, so they will see you. Okay? Because a lot of people will be like, oh, I met this person by coincidence, by chance, by faith. No, somebody, you or them, had your intentions set on whoever you're dealing with, thinking of that person is yours, or they have that energy towards you. Okay? So that's for somebody specific. Now, on the 8th of April, in terms of the changes, so we got this one here. Somebody decided to be more giving and or be more open to receive. So yeah, if somebody was afraid to love, right, or kind of take a chance, open up their heart, maybe they have an issue with the balance of giving and receiving, right? Because yeah, pretty much. So, for instance, if we were given too much, you met this person and you were somebody that's like a go getter and you had your eyes set on this individual, or vice versa, and you were ready to give your all, but maybe you did a switcheroo with this person. Instead, you'd be like, no, I want them to chase me. And so they did, okay? Or you want to chase this person, and so you did. However, I feel like whatever initiation you did, it was to get out of this in terms of feeling restricted or blocked when it comes to love. So, going back to the song, specifically the title, um, maybe you're somebody that was very reserved, very, you know, very, you restricted yourself, okay? I think reserved is not the right term, but you could have been in a very restrictive mindset, mentality, and then all of a sudden, for some of you guys, you'd be like, you know what, I want to go out and party and kind of just be free and do me. And this is when you're going to meet your person, right? And going back to what I said in terms of somebody has an intention, maybe you're like, I'm not going to wait for fate to decide for me or wait for signs. I'm going to go out there and take a chance, and this is how you meet your person. I love it. It's giving, I believe in myself and fuck what everybody else thinks, okay? And your person likes this. You might feel like this is not even your energy or how you used to be, but you're like in 2025, on a different frequency. I love this for you guys, okay? You're having a lot of fun with exploring new territories, you yourself, and this is like attracting more people to you. I'm also seeing that you're having more fun as well and not caring too much, okay? Being more free in that energy. I'm also tuning into, like, again, going back to the Naughty Girl title, allowing yourself to explore that territory, whether it's by yourself, but this is attracting your soulmate, okay? This woman that you always wanted to be with, Because let me be for real. Just because we namaste and we pray or we celibate doesn't mean that, we can be frisky. Like, we're human too. So I feel like this will resonate with a lot of individuals, okay? Specifically for feminines. Now, overall, obviously, men could also be very reserved and not really open, and all of a sudden they're like, I'm gonna do a 360, and this will make you see your person in a new light, in a better light, in an exciting light, okay? I also want to add, I don't know, I'm channeling clairvoyantly when birds like is trying to look for their mates, the male species in birdology or whatever that's called, they actually do a whole like performance in terms of attracting their partner. Okay, like they do a whole dance. To attract their partner, and it's kind of, I feel like it's that if you look up like how birds attract their future partner, this is what this energy is giving, because and right after, like, let me do a breakdown. So they are first cleansing the energy, as in cleaning, and then after they put up, first they clean the area and then they finish the area. They're trying to make it nice and so forth. After that, they start their routine. They start dancing and, all that hoopla stuff before even their partner shows up. I guess in this case, they're feminine. I'm not quite sure if it's the same, if it's a masculine situation, because they are also birds that are part of the LGBTQ, if you didn't know. Okay. Um, but yeah, to say the least, when the feminine bird arrives and see their male bird throwing it down on the dance floor, um, when they approve, right after that, the performance finish and they go right to consummating. So that could also be quite relevant here. Right after you spot your person when they're out in their new energy, or vice versa, they spot you in your new energy. You guys are gonna go right to Pound Town, okay? I feel like will make sense to somebody, okay? But nonetheless, I feel like that is the energy in terms of the 8th of April. Somebody's ready to kind of be liberated in a new energy that will attract their soulmate, but at least not be stuck in a limited mindset and just simply having fun. Being a little unhinged, a little crazy in a good way, for yourself and everybody else involved. I love this. I guess I don't have to add cards. Let's continue. Okay. I am tuning into this reading could also be really relevant for a large portion when it comes to the hookup culture. Okay. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna dissect it now. If you're watching for a meal, the energy towards you. So we got, I hope so every time I explain something, it always goes left. So if you're watching for a meal, they feel very passionate about you, extremely passionate about you, they're very attracted to you. We got this card in reverse. So I will tell you this, if you guys happen to have a baby, they will not be opposed to it. Aside from that, based on the cards, I also feel like they see you as somebody that's very mature, very put together, right? Even if you're out here being, a little bit unhinged or wild from your usual self, this is actually, they see this crazy new side to you as that's wifey, or you see that crazy new side to your person as that is hubby, right? Because I feel like you for a long time needed somebody, especially if you've been kind of laid back in your little, introverted self, little coop. Because I feel like for some of you guys, you haven't really gone outside of your boxes of exploring or getting to know yourself. Like, it really is a lifelong journey to really get in tune with yourself. And I feel like you're at the right place at the right time. This is just attracting more love to you. You definitely give your person butterflies. Yeah, you make them feel safe to love you, be loved by you. I love this, I'm getting the energy of like the crazy unhinged side to make them feel free to be loved and love you, okay? Like in a different way than before. If you're watching for a feminine, their energy towards you. So they also feel a lot of passion, but they are not as, how do I say this? The card kind of came like this. So I feel like they have a lot of suppressed passion for you. Like a lot of things they want to explore, but they don't want to be uncanny, right? Even though they want to be unhinged and crazy, I feel like maybe by themselves or in their little circle, it's okay. But when it comes to you, they want to do so much, but they're suppressing it because they don't want you to see them as crazy. For some of them, they don't want you to see them as unhinged in terms of like codependent. For instance, like they don't want you to see them, like whoever's watching for a feminine, as somebody that is like obsessive or clingy, right? Because they have a lot of passion for you, but they're suppressing it. So in a weird way, I feel like the feminines that you're watching for, they're trying to play it cool, but they feel so much, Okay, I feel like their main issue is that they don't want to be or want to be seen as like addicting or addicted to you or codependent or obsessive. Like they want you to feel okay. So I feel like the feminists there, to be quite honest, they have a fear, even though they're in their new phase of fuck it, let me go outside my box and be unhinged. When they spot you, you spot them as a feminine, they're like, that's the person they want to be free with. But they do have this intimidation of like, let me not do too much, right? The feminists are a little bit more like, they're gonna restrict themselves because they don't want you to see them being codependent. Okay, so you might even think that, you know, there's some chemistry here and they don't really like you like that. They do, but they're suppressing it, okay, because they don't want to seem as obsessive. Okay, they actually want to give you the love you deserve. Okay, and obviously want to be loved, right? I'm getting the energy of like these could be feminists that used to kind of like be a go-getter, but you know the whole saying where it's like when you like somebody you act very cold and distant, and when you really don't like somebody you kind of be like, that's my best friend. I'm getting that. That's a little bit immature, but I'm getting that type of mentality. Somebody is like, collective, I like you, but because I like you, I'm gonna act like I don't like you. Okay, but if I do like you, I like you, but I don't like you like that. So some feminine is in that type of mentality. Okay, so you might really think that they don't even like me. They do. They actually see you as their soulmate. Okay, so okay, I like this. I didn't shuffle, but these are the cards that came out when I was picking up this huge deck. So we got this one here. So for some of you guys, you're gonna get a message in this moment, like right now, probably in this present time. For some of you guys, you might be neighbors. You might move in together. You might see them moving. You might work in this field. There's definitely going to be communication. So yeah, I feel like, oh, this is quite cute though. What I'm also tuning into is like, oh, I'm gonna act crazy, but when they spot me, I'm gonna act very shy, or they're gonna come off as very shy. It's because they like you. I like this energy for you guys, so we're gonna just do a little random shuffling here. We got here this card here. So for some of you guys, you're gonna move on to much bigger and better when it comes to soulmates. Also when it comes to yourself, but for you guys that are ready for a new love, you're in for a big one. Okay, so we got this card as well. You're ready to date. You're ready to get out there. This is what you're gonna do. Things are gonna go well. Now, obviously, for some of you guys, if it's past relationships, some of you, I don't know. Personally, I don't think it's so wise to go back to past relationships, specifically if it's during the retrograde season, like Mercury retrograde. But maybe some of you guys are interested in like, you be seeing your ex or they be seeing you and they're like, oh my god, they look the fuck good. They're free and they healed and they look the fuck good, right? I mean, okay. Some of you might, like, I don't know, some of you got, male or female might be like, the XB is looking good. I just saw them in the club, out and about, and something happened. Okay, there was some sort of fluttering happening. Okay. I mean, things are indirect. Okay. I'm gonna just say with this, like I'm never in my life go back to anything that is past related. Heavy on if it's Mercury retrograde related. On top of that, but some of you guys might be interested. Okay, it might activate something within, like it's some sort of interest. Okay, whether you're male or female, Listen, me, I could never. But if you want to do so, then do so. I will say this though, it's gonna be a fun night. Let's say if it was just like a hookup one night situation, because that might be relevant for some of you guys. Okay, if I'm gonna be really honest. So your advice card is just to like, no, cards aside, just use the discernment. Okay. Um, I will say this though, the masculines will be more happy when, if you're the ex that returns as a feminine, and I feel like in the long term, the masculine ex will be more happy, and the feminine ex will probably also be happy, but I don't think it will last as long as for the masculines. You get me? You know? Because going back, if you're in your luteal phase, I think that's how it's pronounced, aka feeling fertile, ovulation stage. Listen, if you're out and about, you're feeling good, you see them, it was just that collective. Okay, I'm gonna be 1000%, especially for female watching. Despite your ex, you're on your ovulation phase, so luteal phase, whatever it's called. That moment with your ex, it was a moment, but when that phase transitions, I know, I feel like you're gonna look at them differently. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, maybe not for everyone, but that's what I'm feeling. So, we're gonna do a little advice card based on the Angel Oracle deck, and we're gonna wrap it up. Relationship. So, relationship is the key here when it comes to this message. So it could be a long relationship, it could be a short one, but a relationship indeed. Okay. So I feel overall there's going to be a relationship of some sorts, even if it's just like a hookup situation. There, it's going to form a relationship of some sorts. Okay. So we do this. First, middle, last. Somebody's name is Beatrice. So I'm just gonna shuffle on her name. That's such a nice name though, Beatrice. If you're watching for Beatrice, there are emotions for you. Beatrice. So basically, you got this card in relation to Beatrice. She's open to love you, but she is scared. Okay? She does see you as a soulmate for sure. You definitely could be part of that whole past exes category. But if not, Beatrice is just scared to love you. Okay? Even if it's not based in the past, but I kind of feel like it is. They're just afraid to love you. Basically. So something about codependency. Maybe there was codependency between you and Beatrice before, and they didn't want that to be a repetitive thing. But okay. Advice card for dealing with Beatrice. So we got this one here. Something needs to be released and surrender. All right, and then we're gonna do Beatrice. If you're watching, your energy towards you. So Beatrice, you got these two cards basically, and that one was in reverse. So basically, they have decided on what they want to do. They're gonna come in and forgive you, forgive themselves. They want you to forgive them, or they're going to forgive you. That's like that person's plan, okay? To ask for forgiveness, forgive you, or ask for forgiveness, and hopefully you guys can move forward from this, okay? So these are your messages, collective. Thank you for wrapping it up. Yeah, bruh. Thank you for watching. Not wrapping it up. Oh my. I haven't slept the best. I have to be honest. But good luck on the journey that is your life. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or at least watch, okay? So I can continue doing this for you guys.